Hi, this is Bart Sharp, Access Energy Transformation. I'd like to talk to you today about depression. Um, it's something that's pretty rampant in our society at different levels. There's a lot of low-grade depression going around of people just sort of feeling numb in life, or they're not as happy or joyful as they were when they were children. There's just some sort of overwhelm that they are just not living this joyful, full life. And so there's various levels of depression. Yes, there is that depression of people that do not even get out of bed in the mornings. That is, more this extreme. And there's various strategies that people have used, from medications to therapy. Um, but what I like about Access Energy Transformation is it is an energetic release. In other words, we can explore how um, things have created depression in our lives, which is usually emotions or anger or stress, trauma turned inward. Uh, that is the original source of depression. So with Access, we can go in and feel, experience these traumas just like you would with a therapist or something similar to that. But then we can do the clearings and it releases out of your body. It's done, it's gone. And thus the depression seems to be moving out of your body permanently, as well as the anger or the suppressed traumas, because they're all just sort of intertwined together. And so looking at this stuff and doing your homework about what your issues are and using Access to clear it is a really effective way to lose this stuff and it'd be, you know, gone for good. So I wanted to just do some of these clearings because Access is energetic clearings, and they can be done verbally uh, with people. And I usually do them like one-on-one sessions, particularly if I'm dealing with something like depression. And it's for the person to really get specifically into their life, how it has affected them, and do the clearings. Now, unfortunately, on a 5 to 10 minute YouTube video, that's probably not going to happen or work well. And we have to do really generalized clearings as opposed to something more specific with that. So why don't we start with something like with our mom, because everybody has a mom. And let's do some clearings around that. In other words, I will ask a question and you feel what that question stimulates in your body. You may have an answer. And then I'm going to say, are you willing to let it go? By destroying and uncreating those energies. And that's just your willingness to let it go. And then I use this clearing statement: right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And whatever your body and soul and mind are willing to release, releases. Now, if you want to know what that clearing statement means, go to my website, bartsharp.com, and I have a page explaining the clearing statement, which is helpful, but not necessary. Okay, let's start. So, how much anger do you have at your mom? Feel that in your body. Feel what that affects in your body. Okay, so everything that brings up, would you be willing to let it go? And would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all, totally and utterly? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So how much anger, rage do you have as an infant, like between birth and 2? And how much of it was projected at you? In other words, it was your own parents' anger, and you were feeling their anger. Because as infants, we sort of are like psychic sponges. We pick up all of these energies of our parents, and we don't exactly know what to do with it. So we judge ourselves that it's ours, and we react accordingly to that. So all of those projections of anger and all that you bought that it was yours, creating you as wrong, because that's what an infant would do, is think something must be wrong with me. Okay, so are you willing to let all that go? Are you willing to destroy and uncreate it all, totally and utterly? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So how many anxieties, sicknesses, illnesses, behaviors did you create in reaction to those projections of the anger from your parents and from other family members? Okay, so all of that and all that you created the reality that something must be wrong with you because of that, will you destroy and uproot that totally and utterly? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So, how much did you buy that something must be wrong with you because everybody, or some people, and maybe your parents, are angry at you? Okay, so all that you bought about that, all the lies you perfected about that, will you destroy and uncreate them all, totally and utterly? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And how much force and energy and defended points of view did you have to hold back that anger that you're angry because they're angry at you? In other words, you feel the judgment that you're wrong and you're angry about it. And probably what's underneath that anger is shame, that something must be wrong with you. So all of what that brings up, will you destroy and uncreate that totally and utterly? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So a lot of times when I work with anger, people will feel this tension in their stomach or in their heart or their solar plexus or various other places. And it's like an energy. And we explore this energy. And when we really get down to the bottom of that energy, often it's a little childlike energy of yourself that is very shamed, that's felt like it's wrong, or it's scared, or it's traumatized. And that's what's holding all the anger in place. And so it's this big energetic dynamics that goes on in our lives that's really holds it all in place and has been held there for years. So working on those early childhood issues is really essential. And yes, there are other periods in our lives, and there's also the present day angers and traumas and anxieties that can be cleared and released. So I am Bart Sharp of Access Energy Transformation, and I invite you to come play. Come to a session. See what you can change in 1 hour